He fell down.
So, a lot of us thought that Cynthia is done with her television appearance. She started with podcast Tuesday, where she said a lot of things. And then she metamorphosed into national television, private. And she has been saying a lot of things. All that she has been saying has been collated together. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video that you're about to watch, this happened some couple of hours ago. Cynthia confirmed that MOHBAD fell. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you once again to Justice for MOHBAD. We said, let her continue to talk. Let her talk. In between her ranting, her stuttering, truth will begin to come out. Now, what she did is to quickly jump on defending herself because she is afraid. She is not sure if the private autopsy conducted by MOHBAD's father is going to yield answers, results that will point to what people suspected, such as what happened to the railings of that house. Why is there so much blood? And all of those, questions that we have not gotten answers to. Same as she said, MOHBAD's father wanted to rope me. He called Adura and MOHBAD's mother, called their mother, come to me. Let us all sit down and reason together. Let us agree. Let us place the demise of MOHBAD on me. And let us say it is the food that MOHBAD ate that bite him. She claimed that she has audio recordings of this. Well, she said, my father-in-law does not know that Adura is the last person that cooked. Don't forget that Adura has been placed on several spots. It started with the embalmer, Darusha the embalmer. Darusha said, no, Adura is the one that did it. These guys, they don't know what they are into. If they know, MOHBAD's mother, if she knows the hell that she's in, I don't think she will manipulate her son to do what he will regret and all of them will regret for the rest of their life. Right now, Cynthia is confessing. She has opened her mouth. She has confirmed that MOHBAD fell. Why? You're about to see. You're about to hear. And I want you guys to take note. For those who are saying, oh, widow, I want you to take your pen and begin to put down what you have never heard. Everything that you have never heard in our previous talk on all of those television platforms. Pick your pen and begin to jot it down. I want you to take note of the inconsistency and the injection of new story. This one, she's a pathological liar. Same as her sister, Karimbo, and their mom. These people, they are from the same source. And there is something about them that people who want to stay alive should avoid. Let's get right into it. Before we proceed, please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, say a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, $ sign in the middle of it, may God bless you. May your pockets never run dry. If you like what we do here, smash on that button that says thanks. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, please recount to us the events that the last event before your husband passed, what you remember from your own opinion. We'd like to hear you give us that account.
So basically, on Tuesday, my husband died on Tuesday, September 12, 2023. So on Tuesday, we woke up like as families, and that was our child's 5th month's birthday, which is 12th of September. So we woke up as family. He had his own stuff to do because he had a podcast on that Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, he sustained an injury on Sunday, the last show he went to. he sustained an injury. He had a fight with his friend, which he sustained an injury. So meanwhile, we wanted to call. We called a nurse on Monday, but the nurse was not available. So on Tuesday morning, the nurse actually called us that she will be available on Tuesday, and my husband asked her to come over, and we're supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th-month birthday. But he asked us to just wait till he finished his medication with the nurse, then we'd go. So when the nurse came, the nurse administered injection on him. So it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to. And he was rushed to the hospital, and a few minutes after, he was declared dead.
Do you know this nurse you called the previous day was the same nurse that came on Tuesday, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
is this a regular nurse? Like, is the nurse your family doctor, or the nurse is a random nurse that you know around the neighborhood?
Okay, so he has a personal nurse, but the nurse was not around on Tuesday and Monday. Yeah, we put a call through to his personal nurse, but she wasn't available. So a friend spending offered to give him his own personal nurse, and he said he has been using the nurse since 3 years ago. So his friend offered the nurse to come on Monday, but the nurse said she wasn't around also. So the nurse let her come on Tuesday. So that was the first time using the nurse.
Were you in the hospital with them?
No, it was a home service. Okay. The nurse came to our house.
So what led to why did you then decided to take him to the hospital after the nurse had treated him at home?
Yeah, so he reacted to the injection. Immediately the nurse gave him the 3rd injection. He vomited. He said he wanted to vomit and he wanted to pee also. So he vomited the food he ate in the morning. He also peed. So on his way food he ate in the morning, he also peed. So on his way coming from the restroom, he fell down and he said he was feeling hot, deep, like he was feeling hot inside, and he needed air, he needed AC. And he also asked us to pour him water because he's feeling hot, and he started reacting, he started having bumps, good bumps on his body, and we poured him water, but he said he was not comfortable still. So when we got to realize that the condition was getting worse, so we had to rush him to the hospital. So basically, it was the injection that reacted on his body that led to us taking him to the hospital.
Okay. Well, so far, so good. What has been the relationship between you and MOHBAD's father?
Now, our relationship has been, it has been nothing to write home all about.
Why so?
Because it's basically because of my husband's royalties and all of that. He wants to be in control of everything he left behind. He doesn't want to understand the fact that he has a child. He wants to be the one in control of everything, and my husband's lawyer is trying to act based on the law, but he doesn't want it. He wants to be in control. So the fact that what he wanted was not given to him, he has been trying to set me up. He has been trying to to defame me, to defame our only child. He has called him so many names. He has called him a bastard. He has said so many things. He has even called me a promiscuous woman just to back up his claim that Liam is a bastard, our only child is a bastard. And he has said so many things. And all of this is because of my husband's royalty, nothing else. Like, he wants to be in charge of everything.
When you say he wants to be in charge, he wants to be in control, what do you mean?
What I'm trying to insinuate is that he doesn't want anybody to question him. Like, he wants to be the one to be in control of everything my husband left behind, including the landed property he got for our child, because he has been requesting for it from the day my husband died up to this moment. So he doesn't want anything to be with anybody. He wants, including the landed property, the royalties, to be in his demand. He wants everything to be in his care.
Okay, I get
And he
that.
really wants to give whoever he wants to give willingly. He doesn't want anybody to force him or query him when it comes to my husband's property.
All right. You just mentioned a while ago that your father-in-law does not believe that Liam is his grandson. His
No, I never said so. He believed. He believed Liam is his grandson. He knows 101% that Liam is his grandson.
So why is
But,
he demanding for a paternity test?
or because after my husband's demise, he called my husband's lawyer. Not even called. He has been saying it from the moment he saw my husband's body. He has been asking for everything that belongs to my husband: his car, his phone, everything. So he has been calling he told my husband's lawyer that my husband's lawyer should give him everything that is in his care that belongs to my husband. So my husband's lawyer said it cannot work that way because my husband left a child, that every damn thing will be done according to the law. So he does not want it. So he said is either he is in charge of everything, or he will go all out there to destroy me. And that is what he has been doing concerning my child.
Wumi, I'd like to know at this point if you
Okay.
are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son. I ask this because not only your father-in-law is asking for paternity test, a lot of people are asking for this paternity test. And it's been like almost 2 years since your husband passed and the paternity test has not been done. Why is it being delayed? But first, I'd like to know if you are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son.
I am 100% sure. I am 101% sure. Like, even my father-in-law is 101% sure. Like, my husband is the only man I've ever had anything sexual with in all my life.
Oh my
So even my father-in-law is 101% sure, because this little baby is something that we actually pray for. It is not something that I really want to have. Like, I was literally, like, I was pressured to have it because I had him very young. I got pregnant when I was 23. So it's not something that I planned or I actually
What do
wanted.
you mean
Because
you it's something you pressed for? You people
I
were praying
was
for.
pressured, like, out of pressure. Like, my father-in-law wanted the baby, not even me, not even my husband. He wanted the baby. He was always the one coming to us, telling us to get pregnant. Like, he wants me to have a baby. He wants me to do, like, to at least have a baby for his son. So it's not as if myself and my husband, planned it, or so it was. He had a dream that I would be pregnant and the baby would be a boy, and when he grow up and die, the baby will be the one to buy his coffin. Like, he said, the Holy Spirit tells him, and also he also told me that he also asked us to fast. We fasted for 7 days, myself, my husband, and my father-in-law. He took me to different mountains to have the baby so that I can get pregnant, and so it's not something that I did it like because I want to. It was out of prayer. It was what he wanted. So it is so unfortunate that now the same child that he pressured us to have is now the same child that is defaming online, calling him different names, saying he's a bastard just because of his own selfish interest. It is really unfortunate, but it is such a sad story. But I feel like the only thing that can just make this whole thing to become, to get clearer to people that are in doubt is just for me to get the DNA done. But now he doesn't want it done. He does not want it done.
Like this. I know they hear you, Baba. I know they hear you. It's making noise.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you, Wumi. I just like to know what do you make of the verdict to do with Naira Marley being free by the court? What do you make of that verdict?
Man, it is actually sad, because a lot has been happening after my husband's demise, and even before my husband's demise, a whole lot has happened, which is online. How he was bullied, how he was harassed, how he was defamed, because And at the end of the day, nothing is being done just because the whole family has not been in cordial relationship. The whole family has not been settled. It's been from one problem to another. And even my father-in-law has said it publicly that he does not have any issue with it. In fact, he has been defending them. And allegedly, I heard that one way or the other they've been in contact. Do you understand? Because a lot of people that has been speaking for him says there is a lady called Ibukun that has a relationship with them. And that's this same Ibukun has been the one funding my father-in-law, giving him money, giving him cars, giving him different things just to keep lying and just to keep spoiling the whole case. Do you understand? And this same Ibuku has been the one, giving the suspect money just to come out to defame me and a lot of things. It's so unfortunate that at the end of the day, the people that I feel like can stand by my side to fight for justice for my husband are still the one dining with his enemies. Do you understand? When I heard the whole news, I felt really sad about it because in one way or the other, if in one way or the other, they've done something that Liam our only son would grow up to ask me when he grows up. And at the end of the day, when I got to realize that nothing can be done to it, it's very, very sad, but there's nothing I can do because at this point, all I have to do is just to fight for myself and my child.
Okay, Wunmi, I've heard all that you have said concerning the court verdict and how some of the circumstances or the relationship with your husband and Naira Marley could have been investigated more. But also, I want to know if Naira Marley had reached out to you since your husband passed.
He never reached out to me. But I think 2 days after my husband's demise, his manager reached out to me on WhatsApp. She was trying to, she sent me a text. She said, we should settle all of this in amicably as families, that Liam is such a fine boy and they'll make sure that they take good care of him. She tried to call me, but I did not pick up. So, I think, yes, that was the conversation she sent to me. But I didn't respond to her, and since then, they've not reached out. So it's just since then. So from then, it's been from one bullying to another. A whole lot of people has been coming for me, and these same people has been trying to exonerate them, but they are coming for me. Do you understand? So one way or the other, I feel like they have something in common. And I feel like if I had responded to his manager when she called me, maybe all of this would have happened. But it is all good.
Okay, I'm sure that you also know that there are many people who believe you know more than you want to tell the world about the last moment of your husband alive. They also talk about the audio where you and your late husband were arguing, something that happened a couple of hours before he passed. Would you like to clear that part for us?
Of course, yes. So regarding that voice recording, it's something that is really, really sad, because let me just say, like, those moments were his vulnerable moments. Do you understand? That was after the NDLA attack, and that day was on my birthday, 2022. Yes, on my birthday, 2022, April 29. I was in the hospital because, after the NDLA issue, he was paranoid. He was living in fear. Like, it got worse to the extent that we went to the psychiatric hospital because, he became a shadow of himself. He doesn't see himself as the MOHBAD that everybody see him as. Do you understand? He forgot. He doesn't even know his songs. The song that he released himself, he doesn't know them anymore. He cannot perform them in the show because he does not even know most of his songs. He does not know most things. But I was the only one with him then. But the whole thing was, God really was to the extent that even me myself, I was sick because I just be together and he was just start screaming, saying some people want to kill him, some people want to do this, some people want to do that. We might be together sleeping and he would just wake up middle of the night and ask me to go outside. irrespective of where we are. We have to go out until it's calm. Do you understand? So that day was on my birthday. He already wished me happy birthday. He already posted my picture online. He just called me. And he was like, where is the phone? Where is his phone? This same phone he was talking about was the same phone I was using. Where is his iCloud? The iCloud he was talking about was the same iCloud I am still using up to this moment. And the iCloud is his name. And that is the same iCloud myself and him were using. You know, he was just saying different things. Where is his phone? The phone he was talking about was
Okay,
the
I
phone I
get
was
the
using.
background of that. I get the background of that. But real quickly, because our time is almost up.
Okay, let me try to just summarize
Okay.
that. So yeah, so I did that voice note because it was on my birthday and because I was sick. So I was not expecting him to talk to me in such a manner, and I was so sad. So I had to do the recording on a friend's phone to play to him because whenever he comes down, he's always denying not saying such a thing to me. And also, I did that because I wanted to also play to his father because then I was already tired of the relationship and I wanted to leave. So his father is always the one coming to me, begging me to please not, I should not
Okay.
leave his son at all. So I did that because I wanted to clear him to make him know that, to let him understand how how the whole thing has affected him. And I did the recording on a friend's phone. So there
All
is
right.
another girl that
Wunmi,
I'm talking to. This
you
same
you
girl
you've
is
responded to that.
Marianne.
You have responded to that question. I'd like
Yeah,
to
but
know at this point why the paternity test is still pending and why your husband has not been buried.
the reason why the paternity test is still pending is because my father-in-law doesn't want to do the DNA. I feel the main reason is because he doesn't want the attention is getting from the public. He doesn't want it to end. Like he enjoys the attention is getting from the
Have you
public. He
made
enjoys
efforts to get his samples for the DNA? Have you made efforts?
me or my father-in-law.
You, because the news out there is that it is you who is declining from going for the paternity test.
No. The whole world now knows the truth. Yeah, people believe that because I was not saying anything. But I think for the past 3 weeks I've been saying my truth.
So
And
what's
now
your
a whole lot
truth?
of people,
What's your truth?
so
Tell
a whole lot of
AIT.
people know. Yeah, the truth. My truth now is that I have been ready for the DNA since 2023 up to this moment. So my father-in-law has been the one delaying the process. And now, since last year, the court has given us the go ahead to do the DNA. But now he doesn't want me to do my own. He does not want me to do my own personal DNA. He wants to be the one to do his own DNA because he already knows the results he wants to publish. So he doesn't want me to do any DNA to counter his DNA.
All right.
He knows
So
that
why
that's
has
how
your
it is.
husband not been buried?
Because my father-in-law doesn't want him buried. So yes, so I'm still saying like this whole thing is based on one thing, and the thing is he enjoys the attention he's getting from the media, and he knows that once the DNA is done and once my husband is buried, that is the end of the game for him. So he does not want it to end anytime soon, and that's why he has been delaying the process. So there is no any reason whatsoever where that my husband's body is at the morgue.
Welcome back. Oh my God. Now, where should we start from? Where should we start from? Should we start from Cynthia saying that those people are giving cars, giving money to my father in law so that my father in law can lie, pretend, and accuse me of what I am not or what I didn't do? Like, I'm kind of wondering if Cynthia is the daughter of maybe a politician that looted the economy of Nigeria, or maybe the daughter of maybe one notorious hardened criminal. Now, Nigerians are now angry, and not just Nigerians alone. Other people who are not Nigerians, they are now angry. They now said, you know what? Let us punish this girl. Let us punish her. Let us ask for the sin of the father or mother of Cynthia from her. Let us punish her. Is that what it is? Because I'm kind of wondering what this girl thinks she is. Like, oh, people don't like me because my parents offended them. Oh, people don't like me because I am not of the same race as they. Oh, people don't like me because I'm from a tribe that is different from MOHBAD and they don't like us. Is that what it is? Like, what makes you think that people will wake up and dislike you, Cynthia? What have you achieved in life? What are they jealous about? Why would they wake up and just hate like this, Cynthia? We must dislike you. No, 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 no. Don't forget that people judged Mohbad's father at the beginning because you guys put out a narrative through your proxies that he hurriedly buried his son because he cares less. He is angry because his son did not give him enough money. His son did not buy him cars, as if his son has cars. You see, you guys put out that narrative. Your sister, Karimo Onipomo, came out ranting, saying, I spoke to him for 3 hours. And people asked him, oh, and what did he say? He did not answer me. He said he's going to do what. Then later she came back to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And people said, hold on. Let us go back to the beginning. You said you spoke to Mohbad's father. Did you really call? She said, yes, I called. But later I got to realize that there was nobody there that I was speaking to. So people asked, so are you saying that you spoke to a human being, not a baby? Even babies will make some kind of noise for you to know that they are there. You spoke to someone for 30 minutes, for 1 hour, without a response from that person. What are you saying? Are you preaching? Even preachers in church, they still want responses from members to know if they are there, if they are preaching good. You said you spoke to someone even for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You can't talk to someone for 5 minutes without response. What nonsense is that? What conversation are you having? She said then she's sorry. What kind of family is this? So she's trying to fill up holes. I've given you some of the holes that she tried to fill up. One of it is if toxicology or autopsy or any report comes and it points to certain things inside of Mohbad that could have unalived him, and let it be that it is his brother that gave him the last meal. Oh, if any report comes and the report indicates that Mohbad has concussion or anything that could result to, oh, let it be that when the nurse injected him, he felt weak, he reacted, he vomited, he peed, then he fell. So if he broke his head or broke any part of his body, let it be that I've already said on national television that he fell. Now, she's saying something that I want to now address. She said, my father-in-law knows. We prayed, we fasted, we did everything to get this baby. Now, she now said, Mohbad is the only man that she has ever had anything with in her life. Which kind of life be this? Transformer. Well, it is expected. I'm sure you must have watched Maury Show and some other shows where young ladies like Cynthia, in front of the camera, in front of the world, in front of millions of people watching, these people will declare themselves saints. They will declare themselves innocent. They will say all manner of, they will cry, they will weep, they will turn themselves upside down. If you are not deep, if you are easily moved by theatrics, by tears, by drama, by all of these criminal characteristics or ways of manipulating or kind of tampering with your emotion. If you're that kind of person, you'll be like, oh no, you people should stop that. She's a widow. Why, guys? No, it's not okay. No. But after the paternity test is read out, and also the lie detector, the results of it is read out, all of a sudden, the same person that broke the crowd with emotion, all of a sudden, their eyes are dry. And they're like, it's okay, no problem, go to hell. Don't worry, I'll take care of my daughter, I'll take care of my son. It's not yours, don't worry, but I know that it's yours because I've never been with nobody. Okay, it's all right, deadbeat father, go to hell. You begin to hear them say, oh, manner of, and you'll be like, wait, was it not this person that whipped emotion just now? Like, seriously? That is the kind of person Cynthia is. See, I don't want you to listen to her voice alone. There's something called profiling. If you take your time to observe and study Cynthia, watch the directions of her eyes, how she flicks them, what direction she looks at, her body language, the way she stiffens her neck when she wants to lie, and when she wants to say some things. You need to watch. And the way she gesticulates, her hand, all of those things. Now, profile it with when she's saying things that are real, things that you know that, okay, this one is for real. Oh, she's saying that my son's name is Liam. You know, this is a fact. Everyone knows that. Look at that. Look at that. When you begin to look at those times that she's saying the truth, look at her body language, look at her composure, and look at when she's addressing stories that are conflicting, stories that are not true. Look at the direction of her eyes. Look at everything. Look at the way she shakes her head. She's saying yes to something that is not true. So to affirm it, to make it appear like she does the neck gesture, flicks her head and puts in her body. So her body is saying no. Her voice is saying yes. So you need to take your time to do profiling and look. But then I want to believe strongly that we have adequate lawyers that can cross-examine, because this matter is going to the court. We are not going to sit down and allow the DPP advice on the nurse and spending a loan and make it appear like a moral thing. Like, okay, it's a moral thing. Why did you give them number of a nurse? Like, it doesn't sound normal. Like, it sounds stupid. Oh, why did you give them the number of a nurse? And then, oh, how come so why did you open the door? Okay, leave her, she's a widow. She can open the door for the nurse. She can allow the nurse to come in and leave her alone. She's a widow. She has a child. Are we going to lock her in prison? All of those trash. If we really want to turn things around, if we really want to upgrade ourselves as human beings, if we really want to be seen as human beings, it's time to do the needful. It's time for us to call a spade and not, it's time for us to do the needful. It's time for us to act. It's time for us to press and push. It's time for us to do the needful. This is the moment and this is the time. You heard all the gibberish coming from her mouth. She is always emphasizing, saying that MOHBAD's father wants property and that's the only thing. If property is given to him, he will not do any of this. He will keep quiet, he will chill and then allow everything to fly. All he wants is money. All he wants is to be in charge and in control of whatever. And I want him to know that there is a son called Liam. I'm talking of a child. These things is this. I mean, let's assume that MOHBAD and Cynthia live in a different country and different culture. Maybe, but not the life that both of them lived. How is it that MOHBAD's father and mother cannot tell us the history or the origin or the story behind that name called Liam? They can't. Now, I'm not saying that grandparents will give name that the child will be called. Of course, they can give names, but that does not mean that that name will be registered compulsorily in the birth certificate. It's now the prerogative of both parents. They are in charge of that child directly. They will decide. Yes, Mohbad is not alive to tell us that name, Liam, where it originated from. And maybe he didn't accept the child, so he didn't care. Or maybe he did accept the child. But for me, it's like a funny thing. Like, it doesn't make sense. If father said, I don't even know about the name Liam, how did Mohbad come up with the name Liam without saying, oh, dad, the baby is going to have a name, I've chosen Liam. Or we have been suggested to give him Liam. Or maybe Mohbad's father is lying, if that's the case. Because for me, I cannot even understand how the fathers, even the mother said, on that day, they didn't even give me space. I don't even know what was happening. And the thing was like this. Both of them cannot tell us anything about it. Even when they suggested name, they say, oh, the thing is full. We don't have space for name. And Mohbad is there. Or did Mohbad travel abroad? There are a lot of mysterious things. It's like Mohbad, if Mohbad was not against his father for other reasons, maybe his father was trying to maybe kind of prompt him or make him do the needful, something like that. Unless that, if that is not what it is, I don't know what can it be between father and son that will make son name his own son without his father knowing about it or knowing which name or what name or whatever. It's like Cynthia and MOHBAD, that's how it appears. It's as if both of them or Cynthia's parent, they hijacked everything. They did everything. It was as if MOHBAD didn't exist. And about giving birth in whatever. Now, I recall Mohbad's father saying Mohbad called him. He had to kind of settle whatever it is that is between Cynthia and Mohbad's mother. Mohbad's mother was cursing. Why? Because the woman knows. It's just that you see, that woman knows a lot of things too. But greed will not allow. Greed and, you know what? I left my previous husband. And now, what I mean previous husband, I'm saying, okay, let me put it this way. I left my husband, the man that she went with, the one they said she had 2 children for. I left my husband and I came to Mr. Aloba, my previous husband, in the hope that we are going to stick together and run it. Then this man betrayed me. He went back to the other woman. Me, I left the other person. He doesn't want to leave the other person. After all, we both have children for these other people. But I'm willing to leave mine. He is not willing to leave his own. This is only the problem of Mohbad's mother. Like, if this man cannot, now, she said it. This is not like I'm thinking of it. She said it. She said, now, I can't go back to that house anymore. To that man anymore. I am all by myself. And he has gone back to the other woman and left me high and dry. That is the reason why she said it. I'm not making it up. This is the reason why I am taking sides with Cynthia in all of this. Meaning, I don't care for my son. I don't care for his demise. I don't want to do anything about it. I'm ready to go against his demise. After all, I can't bring him back again. I'm ready. I'm willing to stick with Cynthia. Let them give me money. And that's it. End of story. Strange, isn't it? Strange.